morning. Here we are, ready to do a workout. Let's start with some shoulder rolls. And I have news for you. My brother, well, both brothers, I have three brothers, but two of the three said, Sonia, you have to do something about your video sound. And I'm like, I know, but I don't make any money. It's my expensive hobby, just up and down. I'm stretching the scapula, feels so good. All right here, side to side. So anyway, they put that bag in my ear, and so now I've been looking to buy a microphone. It seems like the better choice would be just up and down right here. One that clicks right here. My question is, are you gonna be able to hear all these noise more clearly? I don't know. Maybe I'll go like this without touching anything. And is this gonna move and make noise? I don't know. Microphones that you put far away, they're direct, sort of like Zoom, direct. So if you move out of the range, you're not gonna hear it right from the back. Last time we did fast movements, today we're gonna do slow movements. Anyway, I am trying to improve this video's sound for you. And talking about sound, are you listening to your favorite music? I hope so. It makes it nicer to do some exercise with your favorite music. You go to a nursing home, this is the exercises they have people do that are, you know, very old. Wrist and other way. Open and close. I have a friend that used to go to a nursing home just to visit all the people there and play games with them. And she would bring them cupcakes. And she became such a friend from them. Okay, let's fly. And the shoulders, you can feel them. All right. Let's do some swinging. Other way. So she told me about, because she became such a friend with all of them, she was actually invited to their exercise classes. And she wasn't that old, she was in her 70s. She died when she was 81, so well, she was 80. So she really wasn't that old, and it was a surprise because she had been so healthy all of her life. And then all of a sudden, boom. But anyway, she told me that some exercises they did was, you know, just movement, never use weights, just movement, lots of movement. All right, tuck your chin down and straight. And she said, you know, they have them do this a lot for arthritis in their hands, but they also have them do their eyes, like close and open their eyes, and then move side to side. No, it's interesting. My dad, I have some pictures of my dad when he was in his 20s, and he wore these ugly, thick glasses. And so I told him, so why? His eyesight was so bad, reversed to what you think. He said he could read his Bible standing up, and he was pretty tall. He was like 5'9", maybe 5'8", 5'9". Pretty tall, I mean, for my dad. but standing he could read a small print Bible like if it was big. So right here. And he told me that at night he would do exercises. Once he turned off the light and everything was dark, he would just do exercises with his eyes. I never knew my dad with glasses. He never wore glasses. He also died when he was 81. And he died without glasses. He didn't need glasses to drive. He didn't need glasses to see. He kind of needed sometimes the cheapy Walmart glasses he would put on to read. But he could still really read without glasses. All right, so here we are. We got the blood flowing. Let's do a few weights. If you want to do all these exercises without weights, perfectly fine. I just get 3 pounds just to feel like I'm doing a little more than normal. My regular exercises are with 8 pounds, 10 pounds, or 12 pounds. Not for shoulders just 5. But I went to a hotel and they had 15 pounds. That was the smallest weights they had. I did 15 pounds with everything. 20 reps with 15 pounds. So it was great to know that I'm strong even though I don't use very heavy weights. I mean, my purpose is not to get buff. My purpose is just to be strong and to feel good and to be movable. And it works. So if your goal is to get in a bodybuilding contest, this is not for you. This is the beginning. And I know people who started when they were in their 60s or even 70s. And because of the age, competition, category, some of those people get first places because there's not very many of them and they do great. So if you ever want to be a bodybuilder, go for it. It's just not my thing. I met a girl in Illinois. Let's switch here. She was the program manager over personal training and all the machines at the gym where I used to work. She was in a cover of a bodybuilding magazine because of her physique was so amazing. And when I did my personal training certification, she did hers. Not that she needed it, she already had all kinds of things. She was like an encyclopedia walking by. She knew everything fitness. But she needed to have the certificate that says I'm a personal trainer with an ASM or an Alpha. And so that's why she did it. And she kept telling me, Sonia, I can't wait to see your personal trainer. So nice. Okay, just right here. Elbows out. When we were using the calipers to measure fat, she's like, okay, I'll let you measure me. She had absolutely no fat, but I'll let you measure me, just don't pinch me. There's nothing to pinch, I'm telling you, 0 fat. There, I finished all my measurements. And one day I went in the gym and she was exercising. She was doing her routine, so I wanted to say hello. And then I said, okay, let me learn. What are you doing? She was doing a leg press. She has 70 pounds, but she was doing only one leg. And she was very deep in and out, one leg. She says, I do 15 reps of this. That's it. Little rows. Because we did triceps. Yes, we did this one. And so a few rows. Squeezing the shoulder blades. 3 sets of 15, 70 pounds, one leg. And there I was doing 400 pounds, both legs, leg press, 3 sets of 15. So I'm like, dang, what a difference, you know? I was lifting so much weight. She was not lifting very much, but just one leg, which focuses the whole thing on one leg. So sometimes it's good to do that. All right, so there we have it. We did shoulders, biceps, triceps, rows, lower back. Chest press. Yeah, let's lean over. Just squeeze this chest. We don't like push-ups. We can do this against the counters on your kitchen or against the wall. Anyway, so yesterday I did 2 Pilates classes because I wasn't tired and I felt like doing my second class because I had 2 people come from the university here and my regular people, so it made it fun. Alright, so we're done with all of that stuff. Bring your arms up, bend the elbows just right here. And so I thought, I'm going to do Pilates with them. So it was nice. Alright, march. Time to hit those legs and those abs a bit. Alright, extend one leg and then the other. Extend, extend. I'm going to do a pointing, do a pointing. Do you want to do a flex? Do a flex. Do you want to do one of each? Do one of each. Whatever, so you don't get bored. Alright, hold it. Move the whole leg in and out. There you go. Ooh, other leg. In and out. I like how that feels on the quads. Alright, other leg. Point and flex. And other leg, point and flex. Both legs, heels. Legs, heels. There you go. Grow tall. Sometimes we forget to grow tall. I'm telling you, this is the equivalent of using that machine with no weights, but if you lift and you crunch, you're still working your quads really well. Try my ballet bar. That's so good for quads and outer thighs and hamstrings. It's like a total workout for your legs and your shoulders because you're like this and the shoulders working the whole time. So it's really good. Those stretches. Alright, breathe in and exhale. Alright, so right here, open, close leg. And we get a release for your hip. This just feels so good. Maybe you feel like you really aren't doing much, but it feels really good. Alright, switch side, open and close. So I finally finished chapter 11 yesterday. There are 24 chapters. So I'm not even halfway yet. But I started looking ahead and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna love the next chapters. I mean, I've been loving the chapters right now. The first ones was about all the things I cannot do legally. So don't even try it. All right, oh, legs up, oh, legs up, and up, and up. And then of course we talked about all the micros, which are protein, carbs, fats, and fiber. Fiber is not supposed to be a macro, but they put it in the list as a macro. All right, switching. Let's get some heat. Let's go find places, pretty places to look at. And so now I just covered all of the micros, which are all the vitamins and minerals and stuff. Next chapter that I'm going to be reading and studying about is hydration. I took a lecture on just hydration. And I'm like, so important. Big and big. So I'm excited about that. With the product that I sell, chair+, we hydrate NASA. So it's good products. So if you ever feel dehydrated, talk to me and tell you what to do. Aside from just drinking water. Drinking water is it, but sometimes you need some of those electrolytes. Or sometimes you need just a little boost, you know? Not caffeinated. I don't take anything caffeine, except once in a while a Diet Coke, but I prefer things with no caffeine. Okay, curve your back, and then curve it the other way. Curve. And curve up, look up. Push the shoulders back, long neck. And then go down, sink your belly. And one more time, up. And curve. Alright. So sitting down is kind of awkward to work the medius muscle in your buttocks. Can it be done? Probably. If you sit like this and try to lift. But that's so uncomfortable and so weird. And you're twisting your back. So I don't recommend it. Rather, stand up and get behind your chair. Try and grow tall. If your chair is low, it doesn't matter. You want it just for the balance, not for the grab. And then just lift to the side. Just do a few of these. You will feel it on both legs because the support leg is also getting a workout. But that medius muscle is very important to get, and these are the only exercises really you can keep to the back on the side. But again, try not to twist your back or arch it. Alright, other leg. Before we get too tired, we can't do anymore. If you exhausted this leg, then you wouldn't be able to do the other one until you get a little rest, and then you can do the other one. So let's not exhaust it completely. And then keep back. Just engaging that area of the glute. Glutes, hamstrings, abs, all part of your core. Ooh, burning even after we stop. Alright, bend the knees a little bit and releve. Bend the knees. So you're staying on your belly button. Shoulders and hips are together. And try your little balance. Right. If you want to do a deeper squat, other. Feet looking forward. So close that heel. If you open it, then it doesn't stretch the calves anymore. So this way, so stretch the calves. Bend underneath to the front, and then just go from the back. See, the chair is there just for the balance, but all the weight is on that front leg. This is an option to do butterfly instead of lunges. So working the hamstrings, squeeze these buttocks every time you come up. Hold it there, and then lift the back leg, just little kicks. Front leg, buttocks, straight leg, yes. Ooh. Extend the knee, and then lean forward. And feel that stretch. All right, push it up. Switch leg, toes to the front, heels into the toes. Bend the knee. And then just down and up. Feels so good, just down and up. Oh yes, I think I'm gonna get a mic because I'm gonna listen to this video and see if I can hear his phone. My husband just came in the house. All right. Tuck your belly in. Nice and easy. All right, hold it. Your whole body is on the leg, and then lift the back leg. Just little tiny lifts. Just up and down, and down, and up and down. Yeah, and hold it back. Stretch that calf. All right, take a step back and just relax there. You have support. You're not flexing your spine with no support, because I don't know if you have osteoporosis, and you really don't want to do this if you have osteoporosis without support. Definitely not go to the floor. All right, right here, just stand up, hold the chair so you know where you are, look one way, extend back, and bring it back. Look the other way, extend back, and bring it back. Other way, and other way. The thing too with the mic, are you going to be able to hear my breathing? All right, curve your back, drop your head, drop your shoulders, breathe. Nice work. Feet together, squeeze your knees in, and then relax them. Squeeze and relax. This is for your inner thighs. Squeeze and relax, and squeeze and relax. Of course, you can do that sitting, but you know, you burn a few more calories if you stand. I don't know that this is your goal to burn more calories, but it does burn more calories if you stand. All right, bend the knees. Just a little walk in the park, bending the knees. working the hamstrings before we were working the quads, because the extension was to the front. Here the contraction is to the back. So different muscle. Important muscle too. Alright, how are you doing? How are you feeling? There you go. Alright, separate your feet. Take a deep breath. Exhale. One more. And exhale. So you're probably all fired up now that you started working. Go take a 10-minute walk. I've been getting on my bike for 10 minutes. Yesterday was 15 minutes, just because. And then I go around the block, pick up my mail and come back. It takes me 12 minutes. That was 20 minutes, 2 different things. So you don't get bored with doing cardio. At the gym I used to go and do like elliptical, slow and fast, 10 minutes, then get off. Go to the Stairmaster for 10 minutes, get off. Get on a bike, 10 minutes, that's 30 minutes already, and off, and then I would get in the treadmill and just walk. That way, you don't get bored. Do 40 minutes with the same thing. Yeah, you might get a little bored. I can do 3 hours on a bike. That's no problem. I don't get bored, especially if I'm listening to a podcast or if I'm listening to my favorite music. So find something that you love listening to while you are exercising. If it's not my voice, turn me down. Just follow the moves. I don't know, maybe the silly things I tell you help you get through the workout. I don't know. I just try to make you move. Movement is life. All right, have a wonderful day. Behave. Be good. Be happy.